Okay, troopers, this is our basic install kit for the HyTechToyz digital voice changer. It comes with instructions, the full instruction sheet there and there. Basically everything you need to know. Plus I did a little quick cheat sheet sketch here on the back, which should make your lives a little easier. And then here's detailed instructions for the speaker system, the amplified speaker system. And then it comes with two different kinds of microphones, which each has its own different kinds of configuration. It has install parts, the tools you're going to need, a Y splitter, which is optional. It has the amplified speaker and the power cord and charging cord for the amplified speaker, an AC adapter if you're in the EU or need a different kind of adapter. This charger takes a standard USB plug, so it can be charged off a computer or any phone charger, anything like that. Or you can get these in the EU setup, the 50 hertz setup. And then this is our mounting Velcro for the speaker in the helmet, and then a couple of Velcro dots for mounting your battery and a couple other accessories, and then our main unit, which is right here. Okay, the main unit, step one. The main unit basically consists of a volume control here in the center, an LED that indicates power right there, an on-off switch here by my thumb, and then in and out jacks right here. They're both 3.5 millimeter or 1/8 inch US standard. This one is for the microphone input, that's got the bank symbol there, and this one is for the speaker output. And the next step will be showing you basically how to put this together and how to power it up. Okay, this is step one. The first step is we've hooked our digital voice changer to a standard 9-volt battery. I'd recommend that you use a lithium-ion battery. This is not a lithium-ion battery, but I'd recommend that you use one. You get more life out of it. The best choice, of course, is a rechargeable lithium-ion battery, which then will save you a fortune in batteries over the course of time as you own your unit. Once you've hooked the battery up, you can turn your power on, and the LED indicates that the unit's on and is functioning perfectly. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to plug in one of our microphone options, and again there's two different options, one with two different configurations, and then we'll also plug in our amplified speaker. Okay, this next step is we're going to deal with the speaker. This is our amplified speaker. It contains its own self-contained lithium-ion rechargeable battery. The battery should be charged about 6 to 8 hours the first time you use it, and then about 2 to 3 hours every subsequent time it'll take it to recharge. When it's recharging, this LED will glow red, and then when you go to use it, you turn it on. There's an on-off switch here. It will glow green, and you are good to go. There's a mini USB port right here. That mini USB port will plug into this mini cable. On the opposite end of the cable is a standard USB, which can be plugged into this cube, which comes with the system, and then used to be recharged, or you can use any standard USB plug. And of course, if you're in the EU, you can use a European style adapter plug. And then this is the 1/8 inch mini or 3.5 millimeter, which we'll be plugging into the digitizer to get the sound from the digitizer into the amplified speaker. So that'll be our first step. We'll put those pieces together. We'll just simply take this mini USB plug and we will plug it in here, like that, and then this end, the mini plug, will plug right into the speaker side here. Hard to do one-handed. There we go. And now our speaker is hooked in. And the next part we'll do is the microphone. Okay, the first microphone we're going to look at is this very straightforward microphone. It comes with the Velcro already attached. We've tried to do as much work as possible for you, and you're installed in advance. That microphone just plugs into the mic input jack here, like that, and essentially you are good to go. And then Then when we power on the unit and we talk into the unit, you'll be able to hear what the system sounds like. And now for mounting this, you're going to want to take the microphone and experiment with where you want to place it. For me, I tend to put it like in here, in this vicinity, where my little nose socket is. In there, just Velcro's in there, and anywhere in that region, and then when I talk it carries the sound quite well. Okay, that's the first style of microphone. Okay, this next style of microphone actually comes as two pieces. It has the over-the-head loop, which I'll show you right here on this one. It's basically an over-the-head microphone loop, which then you can push into the boom and attach to the boom microphone. Right here, there's a slot on the back that this can slide into, so you can use it as an over-the-head mic, or you can take the boom and using this Velcro dot here on the side, actually physically attach. See how I've attached my Velcro dot there? You can physically put the boom mic in here and attach it that way, and that allows you full adjustment on that. Now, an important thing to note is on this microphone, there is a white line. See that little white line right there? That white line indicates where the front of the speaker is. So you want to talk into this side and have that white line pointing towards your mouth when you've got it installed inside your helmet. Doing the boom installation, I've found, gives you the most flexibility for adjusting the microphone for comfort. Okay, so to attach the boom mic, I've peeled off the back of the Velcro, attached the dot to the inside of the helmet there. Just stick that on there, and then I've got my boom, and I can place my boom however I'd like to have it in the front of the helmet, and it works great. Again, I want to adjust that so that the white line is facing toward me, so when I talk, the microphone picks up the sound directly from me, and it doesn't sound like it's echoing off the inside of the helmet. Next step is we're going to want to take the Velcro that's on the back of our main unit. We're going to peel that, and then we're going to take this unit and we're just going to attach it on the inside of the helmet here. There's like a little pocket right there where it fits right in there, and we're just going to attach that in there. And then the 9-volt battery, you'll see where I've already attached my black dot here for the 9-volt battery. We'll take the 9-volt battery, attach the other side to that, and you'll just stick that in there. And those two pieces, obviously I haven't peeled and stuck this yet, we'll stick in there just like that, nice and tight in that little space. And then it's very easy to replace this battery or pull it out for recharging. Again, that's where the recharging comes in really handy. At the end of the night, you can pull this out, or sometimes you can just plug it in right the way it is. But you can pull that out, recharge that battery, or switch it out with a different battery, real easy, by just adding another Velcro dot to the other side of the battery. Okay, so these principal components. The next piece we're going to put in is our speaker. Okay, to install our speaker, what we want to do is first off take this piece of Velcro foam pad, and on the back is this white peel and stick part. We're going to want to peel this white peel and stick part off, exposing the black sticky side, and then we'll be able to take that and put that inside of our helmet, and we'll mount that down here at the bottom, trying to give ourselves as much chin room as possible. Now, some people may find, and I've got a really large head, so I've found that with this particular EFX style of helmet, that the amplified speaker system is a real tight fit for me. So I've gone to using Hovey tip speakers, which HyTechToyz also sells, and I think delivers a much a better sound quality without taking up so much room in the helmet. But the amplified speaker system can get considerably louder, so that's its advantage. Okay, so we're going to peel and stick this and put that in there, and then we're going to mount the speaker to that. So that'll be our next step. So we've installed our little Velcro pad there in the bottom. Now, if you've got a helmet that doesn't have very many ports, like this one just has vents up here, it may be important to open up some slots in the vent at the bottom, and you can buy a kit to replace the vent on the front of the masks to elsewhere on eBay to open up these slots so that you can let more sound out. That's important. The more sound you let out, the less likely you're going to have a feedback issue. Okay, so then we're going to take our speaker, and our speaker is just going to stick right in there, like that. And so now our speaker's installed, our boom mic is installed, our main unit's installed, and our battery's installed. It was very simple, very straightforward. Okay, next we're going to hook everything together and see what it sounds like. The other things that the kit has is it has some split wire loom that you can use for dressing up your cables inside your helmet, and then it has some double-sided black sticky that you can use for attaching the wire loom down inside the lip of the helmet after you've got your system in there. And then it has a couple of extra Velcro dots that you can use for attaching your batteries or other things. And then it contains the screwdriver that you're going to need for adjusting your volume. It's important when you do adjust the volume to your speaker that you don't turn it too far up or down. It is a sensitive electronic component, so if you crank it too hard, you can break it internally. But yeah, there's some extra parts that you can use, and there's a lot of detailed instructions in your speaker information also. If you take the time to read that, which is important. Alrighty, let's move on to our next step. We've hooked in both our microphone and our speaker. So our boom microphone is hooked in and ready to go, and our speakers in there ready to go. So we just want to turn the power on all of these things. I can find where the switch is. Okay, so now our speaker is on, and we'll turn the power on our amp, and we can hear it pop, and we know the system's on. Okay, the next thing is going to be, this is important, and that is that we're going to have to work with the volume control. Right here on the volume control, as you turn to the right, it gets louder, and as you turn to the left, it gets soft. And depending on the amplifier configuration, you may find that it actually gets loud quite quickly and then fades off quite quickly. So you'll just have to tweak it for your own personal use. If it's too loud, you're going to get feedback. If it's too soft, you're not going to like how it sounds. And you're going to want to adjust that so that it meets your needs. All right, so we'll do that next. Okay, so the system's now installed, and as you can see, I've got one of the Hovey tips off because I'm going to replace it with the speaker Hovey tips in the next video. But I've taken one of the Hovey tips off. Those will also allow sound out. Ideally, the Hovey tip speaker system is the best because then the sound is actually outside the helmet itself, outside the bucket, and that works out really, really well. But the amplified system allows you to get a pretty good volume out of the helmet, or actually you can always put the amplified speaker elsewhere too. The amplified speaker's got a long enough wire, and because it's a standard 3.5 millimeter jack, you can extend it. You can add your iPod to the system to add sound effects or play the Imperial March, or you can, and again, I've written some of this stuff up on the cheat sheet, what you can do. And then you can always extend it to put the amplified speaker inside the other parts of your uniform. Okay, so let's see what the system sounds like. Now I've adjusted the volume out to the middle of the volume control, so we might have to tweak it left or right. These are not the droids you're looking for. Move along, move along. So I think I'm going to have to turn the volume up just a little bit more so I get some more sound out of there. Again, you'll have to tweak it. You have to put the helmet on, take the helmet off, and work with it to try to get the sound volume as loud as you feel comfortable. All right, and so I'm gonna turn it up a little bit, and we'll try it again. Now I had mentioned turning up the volume. You're going to want to use your little blue screwdriver, which came with the kit, and you're just going to put that in there. The kit comes with everything you need and then some. So we're going to turn the volume up just a little bit, and we'll see what kind of sound we get. I mean, the kit also comes with a Y adapter, so that, like I said, you can plug this into the speaker jack and then plug your amplified speaker into one side, but you can also plug an MP3 player or something else into the other side and get additional sound input into it. Or you can plug it using the same configuration. You can send the sound to another speaker someplace else in your outfit. Okay, so I've turned the volume up a little bit. Let's see how that sounds. Okay, so I've turned up the volume, and I like the volume at this level. These are not the droids we're looking for. Move along, move along. So that's pretty much how the basic install works for the Stormtrooper helmet. And this is how it sounds. So I hope you enjoy your kit, and may the Force be with you.